A funeral honors a young Guelph police officer.
And YouTube has entered the billions. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Thursday, March 21st. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Marco DeMeo. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Samantha Martin. Ahead on our show, we have all your news and sports highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, our top story.
Constable Jennifer Kovac's funeral was held earlier today. The Guelph police constable died last week when her cruiser hit a bus. Police, fire, and ambulance personnel from across Canada attended the procession route as dignitaries. A moment of silence was held at all city facilities this morning, and transit union members wore blue ribbons in honor of the 26-year-old officer. In a statement, police said they will forever remember the constable's zest for life, her strong sense of adventure, and her gregarious smile that brightened all their lives. At the time of the accident, Kovac had been responding to a call for assistance from another officer.
Closing arguments were given today in the Sergeant Ryan Russell murder case. Richard Kachkar has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder, and his lawyers are urging the jury to find him not criminally responsible. Sergeant Russell was killed in January 2011 after he was hit by a snowplow that Kachkar was driving. In his closing arguments, Kachkar's lawyer Bob Richardson said his client has shown signs of major mental disorder for years. Richardson says Kachkar was clearly incapable of forming the necessary criminal intent and therefore not criminally responsible for killing Russell.
A 10-year-old girl avoided a possible abduction at Applecroft Public School in Ajax thanks to a code word. Durham police say a prearranged parental code word saved her when she was approached by a man outside the school. The man, who had a woman waiting in a car, told her he was sent by her mother to pick her up. The girl asked the man for the code word and he didn't know it, so she walked away and went back into the school. Police are looking for 2 suspects. Anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers.
A 12-year-old Markham boy took his 3-year-old brother on a joyride in their family's vehicle Wednesday afternoon. York Regional Police say they were alerted by witnesses who spotted the boy driving the car in the parking lot of the Markham Shopping Plaza. Police say officers on the scene were able to quickly locate the children's mother. No injuries have been reported, and there is currently no word of any charges.
Mississauga Mayor Hazel McCallion condemned the provincial Liberals over the cancellation of power plants at a hearing today. McCallion told the Legislative Committee it does not matter who decided to cancel the plants. All that matters is that a permit was given and taxpayer money wasted. She says the government should look at its other bodies like Orange and eHealth, which she says have caused embarrassment second to none. The Ontario Auditor General is probing the cancellation costs for the Mississauga and Oakville plants, and opposition parties say it will be higher than the $230 million claimed by the Liberals.
YouTube is making headlines as the site hits a new milestone. Shiloh Adams has this story.
At 8 years old, this internet giant has soared to impressive heights, hitting 1 billion visitors each month. YouTube has become a major outlet for people to view movie trailers, music videos, or anything else that may spark their interest.
Charlie bit me.
Hey, I'm big into like the music and stuff like that. YouTube's actually, the good thing about it, it gives you kind of related videos to what you're watching. So I've been able to find a lot of new music by artists that I like that I didn't know existed before.
The recent high volume of visitors has prompted many to question the direction YouTube may be heading into with their advertisements.
If I couldn't skip them at all, I might get a little bit irritated.
Humber's Web Development Program Coordinator, Bertie Monette, says advertisers can no longer depend on conventional ways to showcase their product.
Well, I think in the long run you have to do something about it, right? Like you can't rely on print ads anymore, so you have to have some sort of online component.
Web developers are still in the dark on how to manage and effectively use ads on the internet.
And so that's really the issue I think that we're looking at right now is what do we've got all this content, how do we manage it properly, and how do we do it in such a way that everybody gets their just rewards?
With the rising popularity of YouTube, many believe web ads will become the newest and best avenue for advertisement. Shiloh Adams, Humber News.
When we come back, we'll have more news from around the country and the world. Mark Mullen will have your sports news, and Jesse Baines will have your 5-day weather forecast.
Of spring, but it still feels like winter. I'll have your 5-day weather forecast after the break.